Hello students, let us start exercise 3.3 question number 1 of NCERT, and the question is solve the following pair of linear equations by the substitution method. The first equation is x plus y is equal to 14 and the second is x minus y is equal to 4. Now from equation 2 we get the value of x as y plus 4 and put this value in equation 1. And the equation 1 is x plus y is equal to 14. So instead of x we write y plus 4 and equation becomes y plus 4 plus y is equal to 14, and the value of y comes here as 5. Now put this value of 5 in equation 3 here. Put this value of y in equation 3, so x is equal to 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. So the value of x comes 9 and the value of y comes 5. Now come to the second part. The first equation is s minus t is equal to 3 and the second is s by 3 plus t by 2 is equal to 6. Now take LCM. 6 is the LCM and the numerator is 2s plus 3t upon 6 is equal to 6. And finally the equation is 2s plus 3t is equal to 36. Now from equation 1 the value of s is t plus 3. We put this value of s here in equation 2. Instead of s we write t plus 3. T plus 3 here. Right, so 2 into t plus 3 bracket close plus 3t is equal to 36. So here 2t plus 6 plus 3t is equal to 36, and finally the value of t comes 6. Now on putting this value of t in equation 1, so s minus 6 is equal to 3 and the value of s is 9. So we have s as 9 and t as 6 by substitution method. Now look at question number 3. The first equation is 3x minus y is equal to 3 and the second equation is 9x minus 3y is equal to 9. From equation 1 the value of y is 3x minus 3 and now putting the value of y in equation 2. The equation 2 is 9x minus 3y is equal to 9. This is equation 2, so put the value, and after putting the value this 9x cancel with 9x and we get 9 is equal to 9. Okay, there is no variable. The statement is true for all the values of x. All the value of x. So many values of x are there. So we don't get specific value of x and y. Why? Because above situation is due to the fact that both situations are same. Basically they are same situation equations. All the equations are same. The given equation have infinitely many solution. The given equations have infinitely many solution. Look at here. Here the first equation is 3x minus y is equal to 3 and the second is 9x minus 3y is equal to 9. If you take common 3 here, okay, so 3, if you take 3 common, so 3x minus y is equal to 9 and finally it comes 3x minus y is equal to 3. So these two equations are same equation. Both the equations are same. So in this case we'll have infinite many solution instead of a specific solution. Right, now come to next one, the fourth part. The fourth part is the first equation is 0.2x plus 0.3y is equal to 1.3 and 0.4x plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. So 2 by 10 into x plus 2 by 3 by 10 into y is equal to 13 by 10, just removing the decimal, and finally the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 13 and 4x plus 5y is equal to 23. Now from equation 1, get the value of x as 13 minus 3y is equal to 2 and put this value in equation number 2 instead of x. So it is 4 into 13 minus 3y upon 2 plus 5y is equal to 23. When you solve this equation, we get the value of y as 3. Now put this value of y in equation 1. So we get 2x plus 3 into 3 is equal to 13 and the value of x is 2, right? So value of x as 2. So we have two values, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Now come to fifth part, under root 2x plus under root 3y is equal to 0 and under root 3x under root 3x minus under root 8y is equal to 0. Now from equation 1, the value of x is minus under root 3 upon under root 2 into y. Now after putting this value in equation 2, we get the value of y as 0. The value of y as 0 when we put x is equal to minus under root 3 upon under root 2 into y in equation 2 here, right? When you put the value of x, the value of y comes 0, and when you put the value of y is equal to 0 in equation number 1, we put value of y as 0, so the value of x comes 0. So in this case, the value of x is 0 and the value of y is also 0. Now look at sixth part. Okay, the sixth part is 3x upon 2 minus 5y upon 3 is equal to minus 2. This is first equation, and the second equation is x upon 3 plus y upon 2 is equal to 13 upon x. So little bit we have to simplify these two equations. After taking the LCM, finally we get 9x minus 10y is equal to minus 12 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. Now put the value of x from equation 1. The value of x from equation 1 is x is equal to 10y minus 12 upon 9. Now put this value of x in equation 2 here, right? So this is the equation 2 and we put the value of x from equation 1. This is the value of x here. So 2 into 10y minus 12 upon 9 plus 3y is equal to 13. Again, after taking the LCM, we get the value of y as 3, right? Now put this value of y in equation 1. The value of y as 3 in equation 1. So 9x minus 10 into 3 is equal to minus 12. So 9x is equal to 18 and x is equal to 2. So the value of x is 2. Now come to question number 2 here of exercise 3.3. The question is, solve 2x plus 3y is equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24. Solve 2x plus 3y is equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24, and hence find the value of m for which y is equal to mx plus 3. So first equation, 2x plus 3y is equal to 11. From this equation, the value of x is 11 minus 3y upon 2. 11 minus 3y upon 2. Now put this value of x in equation 2. This is our equation 2. Now put the value of x here as 11 minus 3y upon 2, right? And when we solve this, you get the value of y as 5. Now after putting the value of y in equation 3, we get the value of x as 11 minus 3 into 5 upon 2, that is minus 2, and we have value of x as minus 2 and the value of y as 5. Now come to the last part of this question, that is find the value of m if y is equal to mx plus 3. So after putting the value of x as minus 2 and y as 5, we get the value of m as minus 1. So value m is minus 1. Now question number 3, first part. The question is, the difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Okay, the difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. So let the numbers are x and y, where x is greater than y. Now according to the first condition, x minus y is equal to 26. According to first condition, x minus y is equal to 26 because the difference between two numbers is 26. Now according to the second condition, one number is 3 times the other. Since x is greater than y, so x is equal to 3y. This is our condition number 2. So we have two conditions here, two equations here. X minus y is 26 and x is equal to 3y. Now from equation 2, putting the value of y of x in equation 1, so 3y minus y is equal to 26 and the value of y comes 13. When you solve this equation, you will get the value of y as 13. Now after putting this value of y as 13 in equation 1, so x minus 13 is equal to 26, so x comes 39. The value of x is 39 here. Now the value of x is 39, right? Value of x is 39. One second. Yes, so the required numbers are 39 and 13. Now come to the second part here, and second part is, the largest of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degree. Find them. The given two angles are supplementary angles. It means the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. Clear? So according to the first condition, if we say let one of the angle is x and x is greater than y. So according to the first condition, x plus y is equal to 180, right? And second condition is, the larger of two supplementary angles exceed the smaller by 18 degree. It means x minus y is equal to 18. X minus y is equal to 18. Now from equation 2, the value of x is 18 plus y. The value of x from equation 2 is 18 plus y. So put this value of x in equation 1, we get 18 plus y is equal to 180. So the value of y comes 81. Now when you put this value of y 81 in equation 2, so x minus 81 is equal to 18. So ultimately the value of x comes 99. So the required angles are 99 degree and 81 degree, right? Now let us see third part. Okay, the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats, 6 balls for 3800 rupees. Later she buys 3 bats, 5 balls and 1750 rupees. Find the cost of each bat and each ball, right? So let the cost of each bat be x rupees, the cost of each ball be y rupees. So according to first condition, 7x plus 6y is equal to 3800 because 7 bats, so 7x cost, 6 balls cost is 6y, so 7x plus 6y is equal to 3800. This is equation number 1. Now according to second condition, number of bats 3, so the cost of 3 bats 3x rupees. Number of balls be 5, so cost of 5 balls be 5y, and total cost is 1750 rupees. So second equation is 3x plus 5y is equal to 1750. Now from equation 1, this is our equation 1. From this equation, the value of x, look at this value of x. The value of x is 3800 minus 6y upon 7. Now on putting this value of x in equation 2, this is our equation 2. Here we have to put the value 3 into 3800 minus 6y upon 7 plus 5y is equal to 1750. Right? So the value of y is 50 here. When you solve these 3 steps, you will get the value of y as 5. Now put this value of y as 50 in equation 1. So y is equal to 50 in equation 1. So 3x plus 5 into 50 is equal to 1750. So the value of x comes 500. So here the cost of each bat is 500 rupees and the cost of each ball be 50 rupees, right? Now come to fourth part of this question, and the fourth part is the taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. For a distance of 10 kilometer, the amount paid is 105 rupees, and for a distance of 15 kilometer, the amount paid is 155 rupees. What are the fixed charges and charges per kilometer, and find the charges for 25 kilometer also. Clear? So look at this question. The taxi charges consist of fixed charge and charge per kilometer. Clear? So assume that let fixed charge be x rupees and charges for 1 kilometer is y rupees. Right? Now according to the first condition, the distance covered is 10 kilometer. So total amount paid is x, that is fixed charge, plus charge for 10 kilometer, and amount was 105 rupees. So x plus 10y is equal to 105 rupees. Now according to the second condition, x plus 15y is equal to 155. X plus 15y is equal to 155 because distance covered is 15 kilometer. So total charge x plus 15y is equal to 155. Now from equation 2, the value of x is 155 minus 15y. Put this value in equation number 1 here, right? So after putting the value of x as 155 minus 15 here, solve for y, the value of y comes 10. The value of y is 10. Clear? And now if the value of y is 10, now put this value of y in equation 1. So ultimately it comes x is equal to 5. X is equal to 5 and y is equal to 10. So the fixed charges be rupees 5 and charges per kilometer is rupees 10. Clear? Now we need to find the value charges for 25 kilometer. So x plus 25y. So 5 plus 25 into 10, that is 5 plus 250 is 255 rupees. Okay, now come to fifth part, and the fifth part is a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. So condition is a fraction becomes 9 by 11 when 2 is added in the numerator and denominator. Okay. If 3 is added in the numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. So find the fraction. So look at here. We say let the fraction be x upon y, where x is numerator and y is denominator. Now according to the first condition, if 2 is added in the numerator as well as in the denominator, the fraction becomes 9 by 11. So x plus 2 upon y plus 2 is equal to 9 by 11, and finally the equation is 11x minus 9y is equal to minus 4. Right? Now look at second condition. The second condition in the question is when we add 3 in the numerator and 3 in the denominator, the fraction becomes 5 by 6. If we add 3 in the numerator, it means x plus 3. If we add 3 in the denominator, that is y plus 3. So x plus 3 upon y plus 3 is equal to 5 by 6. And the value of second equation here is 6x minus 5y is equal to minus 3. So your second equation is 6x minus 5y is equal to minus 3. Now from equation 1, the value of y is, look at here, the value of y is 11x plus 4 upon 9. The value of y from equation 1 is 11x plus 4 upon 9. Now putting the value of y in equation 2, we get 6x minus 5 into 11x plus 4 upon 9 plus 3 is equal to 0. And when we solve this equation, we get the value of x as 7. Now after putting this value of x as 7 in equation 1, that is 11 into 7 minus 9, y is equal to minus 4, and finally the value of y comes 9. Here the value of x is 7 and the value of y is 9. So the required fraction is 7 upon 9. Now come to sixth part. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? Let the present age of Jacob be x years, okay, and the present age of his son be y years. Clear? Now see first condition. In the first condition, 5 years hence, the age of Jacob, it means after 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. So present age is x of Jacob. So after 5 years, age will be x plus 5. Any problem? Okay. Present age of his son is y years. After 5 years, his son age will be y plus 5. But what is the relation? The relation is Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. So x plus 5, Jacob's age, is 3 times age of his son. So x plus 5 is equal to 3 bracket close y plus 5. Right? So finally the equation is x minus 3y is equal to 10. X minus 3y is equal to 10. Now look at second condition. in second condition 5 years ago. So before 5 years, Jacob's age x minus 5. Before 5 years, his son age y minus 5. But what is the relation? This Jacob age, that is x minus 5, is 7 times Jacob's son age. It means 7 multiplied by 5 minus y minus 5. X minus 5 is equal to 7 multiplied by y minus 5. And now again solve these. We get x minus 7y is equal to minus 30. So we have two equations, x minus 3y is equal to 10 and x minus 7y is equal to minus 30. Now from equation 1, the value of x is 10 plus 3y. From equation 1, the value of x is 10 plus 3y. Putting the value of x in equation 2, we get 10 plus 3y minus 7y is equal to minus 30. So ultimately the value of y comes 30. The value of y is 30. Now put this value of y, the value of y is 10 here. When you solve this, the value of y comes 10. When you solve this equation, the value of y is 10. Now put this value of y in equation 1. So x minus 3 into 10, that is equal to 10. So here the value of x comes 40. The value of x comes 40. So value of y as 10, the value of x as 40. So the present age of Jacob is 40 years and present age of his son is 10 years, right? So that's it for today.